This one secret of the rich helped me go from living paycheck to paycheck in $40,000 in debt, even though I was making good money but had nothing to show for it, to a millionaire at 30 years old. And I hope this reaches the right person today, because learning this one thing can help you build that fat bank account that you've always wanted with ease. Like, money will literally just start growing while you sleep. For you to really understand what I'm talking about, I need to start this off with a story. So I went through a quarter life crisis at 25, right? I was like, who am I? Why am I here? What is the point of anything? Because I had just followed the traditional path, the path that I was told to take. I went to school, I got the good corporate job, and I was looking for all this like money and happiness that I was promised, and I couldn't find it anywhere. And that's when I started looking for the meaning of life, because I'm like, why? Why am I here? Why did I do all this? And after a lot of studying and searching, I realized that the meaning of life is happiness. Simply, if you don't have happiness in your life, you have nothing. And now the problem starts when we are born and we are taught that happiness comes from things, right? We cry and we get a bottle. We get toys on our birthday. We have a bad day at school. Our parents bring us a cookie. So when we get older, right, and we start making our own money, we want to emulate that feeling, and we say, okay, we have our own money now. I want some of that happiness. I'm going to buy me some of that happiness. So we're chasing these feelings of happiness, right? We are buying things. We're buying our first apartment. We're getting our first car, our first vacation. And like these feelings, we're elated. I loved this feeling, right? So I kept trying to replicate it. I would just buy more and more and more, not realizing the problem of the fulfillment curve. Basically, what this curve is showing us is that we get a lot of happiness from those initial purchases, right? Our first car, our first home, that's for survival and comfort. Then we move up into small luxuries. Each time we buy more, we're moving up and up the fulfillment curve. We are becoming more and more fulfilled as human beings until we reach this plateau called enough. Now, the problem comes when we get to this point of having enough, but we still have that internal rule of buying things equals happiness. So we keep buying. We don't realize, though, that our happiness actually plateaus and starts to decline with each subsequent purchase. So instead of getting more happiness when we buy something, we actually just get clutter or complexity or hassle. Think of this like buying a car. You get one car and you have a lot of happiness, right? You're like, damn, now I can get to work and not have to take the bus. I am really happy. Maybe you get a second car, you get like a nice car for the weekends, and you're like, okay, it's not as much happiness as the first. However, it does provide me some more utility in my life, so I'm happy about it. But then you get 5 cars, and you get 10 cars. Then you got like 30 cars, okay? Are 30 cars fun? Where do you park them? Now you have to insure them all. Now you have to do maintenance on them all. Something that used to bring you happiness now is just a hassle. It's complex, it's clutter, it's frustrating, it's financially expensive. What most of us don't do is go back and update that rule of things equals happiness. So we keep buying more stuff, hoping for that same happiness high again. Not realizing in our pursuit of happiness, we are actually just using our money to buy unhappiness. So then we feel sad because we don't have any money. And then we wake up in the morning and we go, okay, well, I'm sad, so I need to get some happiness, so I'm gonna go buy something. And then the act of buying something causes you to have no money. And not having any money makes you sad, and then the vicious cycle just continues. We're literally buying sadness. So the key to getting ahead financially is figuring out what enough feels like to you. You buy things to get you to that feeling of enough, of fulfillment. You have everything that you need. This will help you effortlessly save money. This will save you a lot of stress, a lot of clutter. Will allow your bank account to grow without you even really thinking about it. If you want to learn more about healing your relationship with money and changing the way you think about money and investing your money so you can start to get paid while you sleep, I'm your girl. Check our link in bio to get started.